In today's video, I overhaul Sanctuary and show off some simple tips and tricks to give you ideas on how you can clean up the Commonwealth. One of the things that you can do to improve your already lived-in settlement like Sanctuary Hills is to make it look fortified. Hi, I'm Diamond Dave, and today in this video, like I mentioned in the intro, we're going to be demonstrating how to improve a lived-in settlement if you don't like it, or if you just want to spruce it up a bit. And to start off this section, I mentioned fortifications, right? Because settlements usually have not just defenses, but usually they have barriers and a wide variety of other devices to keep people out and to strengthen its viability. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna start off, and I like to use mods to do this. You guys don't have to. There are a wide variety of walls and buses and vehicles and the like that you could make into kind of your own little fortifications. But I like to use various mods, which will be in the description. And we're gonna do some junk fences. You guys know I like to use the junk fences. For those of you who drop by regularly, if you are new, I would like to welcome you all to the channel. Please hit that like, subscribe, and bell notification button. And please consider using the super thanks option or becoming a channel member, as channel members get unique perks as well as access to some really cool Nuka-Cola emojis. Regardless of what you do to support my channel, I am grateful you are here. Now, I'm going to build these walls, these junk fences out to like right maybe about here. And then we're going to cut in a little bit. If I'm using the place everywhere mod to kind of squash everything in like so. You guys don't have to use mods, but I really like the place everywhere mod. It's so useful, so convenient. And the reason why we're putting down these junk fences, we want to fortify Sanctuary. We are turning Sanctuary into an actual sanctuary. So we're gonna spend some time just building up a nice defensive unit here, defensive section rather. We've got we've got this guy here that does not belong. So we'll disable that. There we go. We're starting to bleed a little bit into the build limit, and that's okay. We'll do a quick course correct if we absolutely have to. It's may not be required just because we're not going to be having too much going on. Okay, we're gonna have to do a quick correction. That's okay. We're gonna just do a quick back end turn like this, I think, which people still can't get in here. That's perfectly okay. If you need to do some shenanigans to get your defensive structure set up, that is perfectly fine. And whoopsie daisies, we want the same one just for consistency. Some people do like to do multiple styles, and I'm on board with this. Whatever floats your goat, whatever makes you guys happy, I'm on board with. Now, Sanctuary does have these privet hedges going on here. It does have these privet hedges going on. And one thing that I would personally suggest when it comes to my build style is you could scrap them and you could do, just do walls all the way around. Or you could use the terrain to your advantage and just kind of stick down. Can I stick down 2 here maybe? That might be a little too much. You can stick down walls in between here, so that way you've got the functional aspect of keeping people out, because nobody can nobody can get through here. And you also have some of the natural environment to work with here. And I'm a fan of kind of both approaches. I like using the natural environment as well as man-made structures. Like this right here, I think, in my opinion, looks amazing. We can get rid of the picket fences just because, you know, we don't need them. We've got massive walls. Now, coming back over here, we're going to just finish up this little section. We're gonna bring this down like so. And then, oh yeah, that looks nice. That looks perfect. That goes into the hedge a little bit. Can I, oh, maybe not. We'll leave the hedge there. Can I, why is it floating? We're just gonna leave the hedges alone, guys. We're gonna leave the hedges as is, I think. The exterior hedges, and even some of these hedges I like to keep, just because it keeps out the bandits, the raiders, the gutters, the super mutants. We're gonna get this prepped for a later section of how to improve your already existing settlements. But we're gonna keep on going around here. And this will be the defense section. We've already got some minor defenses up. We've got a fusion thing here up. We're gonna address that at a later point, so stay tuned or use the timestamps in the description down below. We're gonna just put this bad boy, we can kind of squash it in like this, and we can squash, can bring it back maybe and do 1, 2. Got a little bit of bleed over. That's fine. That adds to the elements that I'm going for, where settlers come from all walks of life and they want to obviously build a defensible place to live, to grow, etc. So it's got to be kind of hastily thrown together. And I think if I just move this up and turn it slightly, there we go. Block that off. I can put one of these guys here. Make sure it's not floating with the place everywhere mod. And I think here I can probably do 2, 1, 2. This is not sparking joy. We're gonna just turn and move up. And that should cover it. Look at this. Right? Personally, I like the difference in depth. The depth is, in my opinion, something that adds a little bit of life to the build. As when you get any settlement, you will see that everything is not perfect, and that's okay. There was it's Fallout 4, guys. There's a nuclear apocalypse. Not everything needs to be perfect. Now, here we have kind of a big open space. And I think what I'm gonna do for this big open space is I'm gonna play with it a bit. We're gonna take this bad boy and we're gonna just turn this out a bit. We're gonna turn this out and we're gonna go and we're gonna take advantage of some of it, right? Not all of it, but I want to take advantage of some of this. Just because we can do a lot with this here. I think if I turn this guy, we'll just turn it in like this. This is not sparking joy, so let's disable that. There we go. And we will come through here. And I think we're gonna start turning these snap. This type of junk fence snaps, so it can be slightly annoying to work with. If I just kind of squash you in like that, and then we go like this. And we'll curve this around like so. And then we're gonna have to curve it back a little bit just because you could see we're starting to go in the outside of the buildable area, right? So we're gonna wanna just kind of curve it ever so slightly, going as slow as possible to now this is cutting in a little bit, so what this means is we may need a different approach. So when it comes to like this, we can maybe angle it like that. Alright, that looks good so far. And then here, nobody can get through here, so that's nice. That's good. We could maybe put in some vertical gap fillers or something like that. But we will continue going down for just a little bit longer. And I think we can bring this all the way down to the river, I believe, with the trajectory that we are on. We will get rid of the brambles here. And we're going to start lowering this because this is going to, this is turning into a hill of sorts. And this section of Sanctuary can be very difficult to build. So take your time and don't be afraid to do some quick saving, quick loading, and, you know, really just don't be afraid to play with it. Have fun with it. Settlement building can be a little tedious, as we all know, but it's also, in my opinion, equally as enjoyable. We'll bring this here, we'll bring this here, and since we've got another settlement there, we've got Codsworth staring at us right across the lake. I think this is, I think this could technically be good, although I may want to bring this up a little bit more. We may bring this around a little bit more. Because this is kind of a wide gap. Actually, scratch that. This is going to be good because we're going to be adding some buildings and things in this area to the best of our ability. Now, I'm gonna just do a once over off camera before we get into the next stage of how to improve your settlement, and that is with lighting. There are many different kinds of lighting approaches we can take, from interior to the houses, which we will do in a little while, to exterior lighting using either mods or just base game components. Lighting up your functional settlement is a must so your settlers can see, as well as just make it look a little bit more fantastic to show off how great your settlement is. What we're gonna do is I'm gonna start off with a quick save, and we are going to begin by using I think we'll use another mod for this. I think we will go to the Colored Workshop mod, or the Colored Workshop Lights mod that I'm a really big fan of. There's everything from the base game components, just brighter, to base game components such as street lamps with very fun colors. So we could do blue street lights with this guy, or red if you want to do a red light district. I'm gonna go to kind of my personal favorite. I kind of like these guys. They're just Streetlight 3. They're not really anything fantastically named. And I think we're gonna just start by plopping one of each of these guys up on the here, I think. And in theory, they should be able to reach each other. If not, this is going to be... Okay, they do reach each other. Excellent. So we'll just try and center this a little bit more. And bada bing, bada boom. Now, these lights are particularly bright. So you can split them up a little bit farther. I like to have a highly illuminated area to make it look more like a city. So we are literally just going to go up one side of the street, down the other, and hook it all up. And then I will do more lighting off camera. So that way we get like the backyards lit up. We get that area over there lit up. And everybody is happy. I hope you guys are enjoying this. I really enjoy making these videos. I find settlement building to be a relaxing mechanic of the Fallout 4 universe, even though in some ways it does leave a lot to be desired, which I'm sure many of you are happy to tell me about in the comments. Excuse me, Kate, you're looking lovely today. Alright, let's continue, and we will light up these areas here just to start off with. It doesn't need to be fancy. It doesn't need to be intricate. I tend to do more efficient and functional builds with some decorations. Other people like to go really all out, and those people have my eternal gratitude and respect, just because I'm not at that level yet, but I hope to be someday. By getting back into Fallout 4 and making these videos, I'm discovering new and fun ways to build buildings and just do settlements. That being said, we are wrapping this all the way around. There's McCready. What's up, buddy? How you doing? We're gonna go here, and I'm probably gonna drop this guy here. That should... I think this should fit. This is kind of close. Let's just squash it in a bit. There we go. Now, one thing to keep in mind is where I'm placing it. So I'm not placing it on the sidewalk. I'm not placing it on the road. We're placing it in this little dirt median barrier, whatever you want to call it. This little dirt gap here. Hey, I forgot this grass mound. I like to do it for a little bit of, I guess, quote-unquote realism, or as realistic as you can get in the Fallout universe. Just because, you know, I like to have that really lived-in feel to it, and really just make it like a city, a township, something that you would look at and not be overly confused by. So we'll put that there. We'll put that here. 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 Do one here. One here. One here. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna move this guy right next to here, more or less. And then now we can start to make a circuit. So this is where we just hit the space bar, we attach the wires. They're not lighting up yet because we have not connected them to a power source, but we will do that in the next section on how to optimize electricity in the next part of the video. Because right now, when you guys saw the first scrapping video made and I just kind of threw stuff together, I threw 3 fusion reactors all over the place. And that's not... I mean, you can do that, but in my view, that's not efficient. That's not what I would personally do. Unless I'm going for a very specific build. Somebody in the comments did mention, by the way, that there is a wireless fuse box that gives 999 electricity. I am gonna take some time after making this video to really kind of poke around with that and see how that works, because if so, that can even further optimize my personal builds, maybe give you guys some ideas too. That being said, we're almost done. We're gonna loop this all the way around. Like so, and I'm gonna stop here. And here's why I'm going to stop here. Is we are gonna put down some more of these lights just toward this area, because this is where we go to Vault 111. And this is... we'll just disconnect this for now. This is a spawn point over here for raiders and mutants, gunners, etc. That's why I built the missile turrets here. And naturally, you may want to go visit the vault to collect the items that respawn, as well as the cryolator weapon behind the master locked display case at a later point in the game. So I'm just gonna do this. We're gonna, doesn't need to be perfect, doesn't need to be exotic in my opinion. It just needs to do its job, light things up. 1, 2, 1, 2, and then these lights will connect to this. We're gonna reroute the electric in a different section like I stated before. Let's get this finish up real quick and we will talk about electricity. This is gonna turn out really nice, guys. I hope you guys are gonna enjoy it. This is gonna go like this. Can this get to that? It can. Okay, now I am going to do put one here because I'm gonna illuminate all the way around off camera, just so we can get lighting all the way around the thing, and even lighting here too, I think. That being said, time for me to hop off camera, and I will see you guys soon. Once you have all your exterior and possibly interior lighting set up and ready to go, you obviously want it to have power. Otherwise, it really doesn't do a whole heck of a lot of good. And what I like to do when I build my settlements for headcanon reasons is I like to build a designated spot out of the way to have it powered. That way it doesn't take damage in the event of an attack, or at the very least it is very unlikely to do so with the defenses we will be setting up relatively shortly. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna build just a little designated area here, and I went around and I scrapped all of the fusion generators laying around. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna just condense it into one specific location by just building some basic concrete floors. And those of you who've been by my channel know exactly what I'm going to go for. I am going to be going for a vault reactor. A vault super reactor. Because I have kicked out the lady at Vault 88, and I took over the vault, which allows you to build more vault things. So we are doing that, and this is going to be our power source. So we're going to head over to the power generators, and this is a base part of the game, ladies and gentlemen, for high-level characters. We will put this not like this. We will spend half of the video trying to turn it in a way that I want it to go. There we go. And we connect this like so. Boom. Now we have 600 power. and it's in the red. Right? 600 power, it's in the red. We have some stuff in the red, and that's fine. We are working on this together. Now, the reason why it's in the red is there are some things that are not connected to the circuit. And I know exactly what that is. That's going to be our defense section, which we can add into this part of the video since this is pretty straightforward. Let's just hit this like this. Now our settlement recruitment beacon is back. We also need to connect our water back up, which we can do momentarily. We can actually do that now. What I am going to do is, since we don't need these connectors, as someone indicated in the previous video when I just threw this together, like, we have all this. This is not needed for this setup, so we can just scrap the fusion generator, and I will go and scrap all of these items. We have 500 power. Bada bing, bada boom. 500 power, and then since I designed these lights to be close enough to this guy, we just do this, and boom, it's all connected to that right now. So we've got 120 water. These guys are not connected, however, they're not tied to a non-connected electrical source, so they can sit here for the time being. And this is where we are going to get really crazy in this episode. We're gonna just store some of these missile turrets in the shop here, I think. We are going to do something that I have not yet done before, but I've always wanted to try because I think this is going to be hilarious. So we're going to do missile launchers for the electrical defensive side of the thing, but we are going to do multiple layers. Can I do multiple layers? Can I do this on top? Please tell me I can do this on top. Why can't I do this on top? Yeah, almost had it. Almost had it. There we go. And boom. How high can I make this? How high can I make this? I want to make all of this missile launchers. I may need to build some stairs so I can actually like access things. Yeah, I'll put this like this, and then I will put this like this, and then now we're gonna go and see. Oh, I hate this. It's doing that. Oh, it's doing the glitch thing. I am not a fan when it does this. Is there a way to, like, get it to not do that? I personally don't like the glitch thing. However, we won't. I don't think we can see it. Can we see it? We can't actually see it. So that's you know what, the heck with it. That's fine. That's okay. Let's see if I can get this to snap. Alright, so we've got 3 here, and then we're gonna build... We need to build stairs to actually get to and from this thing. This is gonna be stupid. This is gonna be stupid, but it's also gonna be hilarious. So, yeah. So then if I just do this, okay, so we can get up here. All right, let's build missile launchers. Do. Now, all of these are going to have to be connected somehow. As this is... ouch. Okay, all these are going to have to be connected somehow. As this is the electrical portion of the video. So we're going to have to get all of these to connect to... the lights, and I think we may have to just stick a connector up for some of these, like maybe the top two, maybe. We're gonna have to do a little bit of creativity with stairs. Alright, so now we go defense turrets, missile turret, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, right? More or less? Yes? Okay. Alright. Now, the cool thing about this style of system is it's set it and forget it, right? We just set it up, we let it do its thing, and we can go about our lives here, at least not having to worry about attacks from this particular section. So with that being said and done, these are lit up. I'm going to put a, for the electrical part, we're gonna put a we're gonna put one of these little connectors. I don't know, do I just crush it? I mean, okay, we can do it like this, I think. And then if I have another connector up, like, I don't know, right here maybe, this does not connect to that. Okay. So we're gonna have to do the trick of, we're gonna put down a ooh, this is gonna be weird. I can do it right here. So if I put this right here, I connect this, and then I take this and I can move it up through the floor. Nice little glitch there, and then boom. And then this this turret's gonna be linked to this, and then I should be able to power this by doing this. Look at that. Here we go, guys. All right. So now we can oh, I needed one of those stairs. Okay. We can just bring this guy here. Yeah, bring that guy there. And now we build 4 turrets all the way across like so. And this will be the main section of defense for the defense video. As we go and build other sections and do houses and shops and the like, we will we'll be adding additional defenses and guard posts and things like that. At least for the time being, we will just knock this out like so. And then we come down here, we set up this bad boy. Let's move these guys up just a little bit. Alright. So now we've got kind of a stack of doom here. This can just come down to this. Alright, and then we've got... Can this hit this? It cannot. So, we're gonna use a connector. We're gonna use one of these side connectors, I think. Somehow get this to connect. Sure, doesn't need to... Oh, we had it. Doesn't need to be perfect. We just want it to... We just want it to go... Actually, wait. Is this... Can this go to like this? Oh, it can? Okay, so we'll do it like this. We'll do this like this. And then we will hit this like so. So all of these are powered. Because the power goes through kind of the middle section here, down to here, and across. So that light's activated. And then I guess we just do bang and bang. And then now I'm going to do the rest of this off camera since this was a pretty decent size segment. And may just add some, you know, walls or something behind this just for the heck of it. Who knows? That being said, I will see you guys soon. Now that we got our walls of doom here, at least on this side, we're gonna create living quarters. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. It's always good to update your living quarters of settlements if you're not really a fan of how they look. And if you're building a settlement, having a home is really, really important. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do a quick save, and we are going to maneuver around the settlers that are here. We're gonna scrap and clean up these houses, and we will okay, thank you. Sturgis just gave me a thing that he gave me a short laser musket that blew up my intro there. But yeah, what we're gonna do is we're just gonna clean up, I think, the insides of a couple of these houses just by scrapping and adding some really just basic decorations for Sanctuary. Sanctuary is sprawling, and it is great for the settlement builder who really wants to have kind of a variety in homes, as well as have large spaces to create other shops and businesses and the like. We're gonna scrap just this entire house and maybe the next house, and then we'll get to work on this here. So knocking this bad boy out, we're being very careful. You'll notice that I obviously did not scrap the interior during the Sanctuary cleanup video, just because I wanted to focus on how beautiful Sanctuary can look on the outside. We're gonna make it beautiful on the inside too. So we're gonna take this house and we are going to clean it up, and we're gonna make this a home. So starting off, what I think is gonna be best is we're gonna knock out some walls. We're gonna knock out some walls. We're gonna just put down with the place everywhere mod, just some wood. You can do metal if you like, but I like to do wood. And for this house, we will back this up ever so slightly, and we will put this like there. Perfect. Got this blocked off. We do want to keep our settlers safe from the rad storms as much as possible here. And then I think this is, we don't want this to go too far outside, but we can Just get nice and close, and nail that there. There we go, that looks good. We can also reinforce the structure. I like to use wood. You can use metal, as I mentioned before. All depends on your build style. There's nothing wrong with either or. I'm very much a wood guy, and I will occasionally dabble in concrete. Now, this is what we're going to do here. We're going to just bring this back 1, 2 maybe. Yeah, 2, and we will cover this up like this. Get rid of the pile of leaves, and I think this will look good if I just do this like this. We've got the wires going through the wall, and I think I can just block this off, and I'm gonna go find a half a wall, I think, when it comes to just the rebuilding side of this. I need to go outside and make sure it's not poking through the wall, and it is. Okay. That's okay. We will really just do our best to cover this up. Maybe right there. Alright, that should be good enough. I mean, there's some level of privacy for this house. And then, since we need more beds, we can just put in a couple bunk beds. We can put in a couple of bunk beds. Let's go to furniture and beds. And we can, I'll do a bunk bed here. And maybe another one right here. And then I can get a couple of bunk beds in like so. Doesn't need to be too outlandish, just because we want to have a decent space for everybody. We got 6 people in here. And now what we're going to do is we are going to add, I think we're going to add a bathroom. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to add a bathroom. So decorations. I'm sorry, it's under furniture. CWSS Redux mod. I like this mod because I feel like it adds life to it, really. People can bathe, people can shower. We'll add a bathtub here. And we will add a toilet station. Toilets are important. I'll add one of these guys, and I guess I will put this maybe right here. A little bit hard to work with, just given the angles, the size of the room, but that's okay. I'll do a sink like so. We will do a we're gonna need a mirror. We're gonna need a mirror. So let's head over the accessories. I'll do a looks mirror. We'll do maybe like right there. Looks good. And then we will obviously need newspaper for reading material and the good old-fashioned toilet paper that sticks to the side. Nice, simple, straightforward bathroom. We will replace the empty towel rack with a full towel rack. There we go. Nice little bathroom here. And we'll put down for these guys, we'll put down, I think, is it decoration? Oh, we're still in furniture, you guys. We're gonna go to containers, storage, and I think for this area, we'll throw down a couple of duffel bags per bunk bed. Not gonna do that with all of the, well, that should not go like that. Yeah, something like that, and then maybe a duffel bag here. There we go. Just something nice and simple and straightforward. And we can do duffel bag, duffel bag, duffel bag. Yeah, that's fine. So just duffel bags. Duffel bags all over. And then we can come over here, and I want this particular house to get some sunlight. So we can leave this part open, in my opinion. We'll just go put down some furniture. We'll put down some of these nice old-style couches that are called a conversation pit. Somebody told me that in when I made my player home, the Green Top Nursery, that when a bunch of couches are facing each other in the 70s, it is called a conversation pit. Shout out to the person that informed me of this. We could put some couches here. I think we'll do some more advanced decorating as we go through the other houses. And we'll even build a couple shops and buildings off camera. So this is going to be a bit of a longer video because we're going to go through each of these houses, show you what I've done to each one, and then we will, yeah, it's going to be a bit of a longer show-off video. But I hope you guys can, hope you guys can appreciate the view. This actually looks nice. I do like keeping, the roofs and the houses broken, even though there are pillar glitches and things that you can do to make Sanctuary look a little bit cleaner. I do like to clean it up to a point, but also just as a reminder of what, you know, how devastating or how devastated Sanctuary was when the bombs dropped and what it did to the people that lived here. Going back into the CWSX Redux mod, I'm gonna steal like a whole hot. Oh, this is big. I mean, this barely even fits here. Well, the ceiling kind of broke. Well, if the ceiling broke, you know what? If the ceiling broke, let's do it a different way. Let's do it a different way. Let's do something like this. Dishes and... Is this like in the wall? This is kind of in the wall. So yeah, so we got like a sink. I'll actually slide it on this side just because it meshes with my brain better. And yeah, so we got like a sink here. And then we've got... Let's see, furniture. We can go over to appliances. We can go to the, you know, get a couple refrigerators in here. I think I can just squash one like right here maybe. And then we'll go to Shadow Flight's decor pack, which is decorations. We'll go to food and dinnerware. And yeah, so I think we can put some wine up here. Maybe some wine over here. And we'll get maybe one. Can I get two? I could barely get two in. But oh yeah, this is perfect. This is nice. This turned out really well right here. This is good. So we got a nice little start to just a decorated living area. We could put down maybe a table and some chairs quick. And then I'll throw down some lights, go off camera, and build out all of these stupid little houses. This is going to take a hot minute. But I'm glad it's Labor Day weekend. So we're going to go to furniture. We'll go to tables. Home, we'll do, I don't know, like where do I even put this bad boy? Like maybe if I just put this here, and then if I do seats, chairs, and I do like a couple Federalist chairs on either side here. 1, 2, 3, 4. People can come and sit and eat. Let's do the Shadow Flights decor pack and throw down some foods. So yeah, this will go. This will be somebody's food here. Oh, you know what? You know, I guess put a steak cutting board there. Might as well. And then we go and pile of dishes can go like maybe here. And then we got a dinner plate for this person. And then we got like a soup and cola for this guy. Right, this is more or less lined up. And then, you know what, I'll do a second soup and cola right here. Perfect. Okay, guys, well, lights. Let's just put down some lights. I'll use the colored workshop lights mod. And this is going to get a little bit interesting when it comes to lighting things up. Just because we're going to have to power everything and connect it up, which I will do all of that off camera. We'll do white cool to keep it consistent. I'll put one there, one in here. Light in the bathroom. I'll do a light here. Maybe a light here. And a light there. Don't want to overdo the lights. It'll get super bright. Maybe a light there. Maybe just one light per room is not a terrible idea. Alright, this house is ready to go. It's ready for settlers. And our happiness is shot up in the beginning of the video. It was like at like 20-some%. Now it's at 54. That is amazing. So, I'm going to go off camera and knock out the rest of these houses. And I will see you guys soon. Alright, here is an update on what I've done. So I've got, like I showed before, I got all these hooked up. I've knocked out a few houses, got some decorations up and running. I even got power going on in a few of them. But another idea that you may consider if you need ideas for settlement building is, if you are running mods or even in the base game, using landscaping options. Right now, because I'm running mods, I have a ton of landscaping options. I recommend the Homemaker mod as one of many examples for this. But in the Homemaker mod, if you have decorations, you can go to landscaping, and we can actually put down living trees, right? I could put this down here if I wanted. I'm not going to do that, though. It's a decent amount of wood. You will need a fair amount of wood to deal with this, or rather use it, but maybe, just maybe, I can get away with something like this, just to, you know, make things a little bit more green, more delightful. And that's what this section of this video is going to be. We are literally just going to run around, and I'm going to find various trees, and I'm just going to put them kind of all over the place, to be completely honest with you. We're gonna regrow Sanctuary here. So I'm gonna throw down one of these bad boys here. I think I'm gonna move that artillery piece down farther so it actually doesn't like shoot up into a tree. That would be problematic. But we can select even flowering elm trees as well. Or get some maple trees going on, get some fall vibes. I think we're gonna kind of be too red. There's so many trees with this mod, it's wild. I think we are going to I'm gonna put this big elm tree right here, just because there used to be a super big elm tree here. We're gonna bring it like this. I think we're gonna go kind of the quote-unquote environmentalist route, whatever you want to call it. Got a Brahmin here just hanging out. Give this guy some shade. But yeah, there used to be a dead elm tree here. Now we've got a living elm tree. And I'm gonna put down trees in a variety of shapes and sizes, kind of all throughout. I'm gonna put a big one here. And when the video is completed, this entire settlement's gonna be built. We're gonna add a couple shops. This guy's gonna be done. But for now, we are just messing with landscaping, really. So if I do this, is this floating at all? No, this is not floating. Okay. And maybe, I don't know. I don't want to go too heavy on the big trees, but I'll do one here, maybe one more over here somewhere. Just maybe like this. There we go. All right. So we got some nice trees, and I'll just scoot you over a bit. Now, I do want to add some smaller trees. I want to add some smaller trees, like these kind of maples are kind of cool. So like I could dot some of this with maple trees, put like one maybe here. We'll definitely throw some more trees in the back. I don't know, 1 and 2, there we go. This house can have a couple trees. We'll give this spot this kind of tree. And this is a little too red for my taste, so we will find kind of a curvy tree and angle it like this, and maybe one can angle just over the house, maybe. Again, it doesn't like need to be perfect. It just needs to fit your vision of what you want your settlement to look like. What kind of vibe or ambiance you want your sanctuary to have, or any other location for that matter. Let's come back here. I'm gonna just plop down one of these trees and maybe a big honking tree. Maybe one of these bad boys. I don't know. Put one of these like this. Place another one here, and then big boy. Big tree, where are you? Yeah, we'll do a big tree like this. There we go. So the idea, once again, if you guys are just tuning into this part, is to really add life and vibrance to the area that we're working on. Now we can add like actual grass if we wanted to. I don't know. I mean, I don't necessarily know how this is gonna look. It's kind of floating. Yeah, see, it's kind of floating, and that's kind of problematic for me. This is not really going up and down at all. But so putting it on hills or slopes might be slightly problematic. But like just doing something even like this one's floating. This one's floating. There we go. But like, if you have the option to do so, you could put down grass with the homemaker mod and start to build, kind of rebuild a lawn, if that is your intent, provided you can get this section to work. Ferns are nice. We could even put down some shrubs, I think. So, you know how there used to be shrubs along the, you know, the fronts of the houses that were all burnt and gross that we scrapped? Well, we can just throw down some more shrubs like this, and we add a whole new layer to sanctuary, whole new feel, just by doing this. Now, I will say, if you guys are going for a more, like, broken build, like some people do like to go for, this, you know, going green, I really don't like that phrase, but, because it's so political, and this not what this is about, but I mean, like, going the kind of green option is really, you know, it doesn't always work for some people, and that's okay. Just do what works for you. You don't need to go terribly overboard with it. Like this house, I think I can do like maybe I can get away with a couple here, maybe. Maybe just one here, and I'll just scoot it like this. And then here, I'll put, like, one. And let's just turn this bad boy a bit like this. Let's just get the angles down right so it looks nice. There we go. And I mean, that's it. So we've started to redo Sanctuary. And I think we'll just do a few more areas together. Just because I'm having a lot of fun playing around with plants. Plants are enjoyable. You can do all sorts of things with plants. Alright, and we'll just squash one like this. We'll also have to go into the backyards and drop things like trees and stuff like that. Now this is weird. This is a weird looking hedge. I don't like it. It's a white hedge. Okay, so we've got holly shrubs. We can like come and, I don't know, I mean, throw down maybe some holly shrubs somewhere. If it'll let me, this is kind of a weird, I think it has to like be inbuilt into a hill kind of for it to work, because there's little sticks hanging off on the bottom. But yeah, so we got like a holly shrub, and we've got actual privet hedges that we can use. We've got rose bushes, which could, you know, be... Where do I want to put this? Where would be a good spot for a rose bush? Where do you guys think? I think right along here, possibly. I think right along here, possibly, where we just take this and we just do a little bit of greenery. And I don't know how far down I can go without it being stupid and floating, but... Okay. So, it looks like... Okay, looks like we can do... Let's just squash these in together a bit, so it looks like it's got a bit more, what's the word? Depth? Width? Depth? Doing it on a slope seems like a weird idea, so let's pick this up. And I think this area is actually a better spot because it's more flat. So if I can just... get these guys to, I don't know, cooperate, maybe? I'll see, it's by the house. Here, what if I put the rose bushes just here? What if I just do... What if I just do something like this? Something nice and something simple, so... Sanctuary Hills... It's greener. It's nicer. I like this. This is good. And I think we'll do, I don't know, maybe... these are floating. These are floating. Alright. This area might be a tree-only area. We might do shrubs in a backyard. I could do maybe little shrubs here on either side of the window. And... this is sloping. Oh my goodness, the Homemaker mod is not good for sloping, you guys. It's got this weird, float dynamic to it that I'm not a fan of. We'll stick this here, and we'll do one here. And we'll do a nice little shrubbery right here, too. Alright, this is looking a lot better. We're just gonna have to spend a lot of time to, clean this up together. Why? It's a weird looking shrub. I could maybe put some shrubs like this. Just as like a test. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. But we definitely have a variety of options. We even have rocks we can put down, which okay, I'm not building a cliff, but you guys get the idea. You guys definitely get the idea. I can build driveways on the houses. I can build a planter. Let's put a planter down somewhere together, guys. Let's put a planter down together somewhere, and then I am going to go off camera and finish making this portion like all nice and green, and then I'm going to do a final video where I can show off the completed version of the build as soon as I... Now, let's see, maybe a planter? I don't know. Like, these guys fit, I guess, but it just looks... I mean, this looks kind of weird being outdoors, so... Okay. That being said, I will see you guys soon. Ladies and gentlemen, lone wanderers of all ages, and settlement builders at all stages, Sanctuary is done. That's right, I added a ton of trees and an outdoor bar section for this settlement. Like I said in the last section of the video, landscaping will take your settlements to a whole new level. We came across the bridge. Here's a sign, got some rose bushes with some evergreens right next to it. I think this is a nice touch. We've got all the houses powered, even though I'm still working on a couple of them on the inside. Here we've got the singing settler mod with the karaoke microphone that people can come and sing while people eat and drink. I'm also making caps off of these bars. Walking all the way around, this ties in really nicely. We got trees in the front, we got trees in the back, we've got some benches outside of houses, we've got the massive wall of missile launchers here, and in some of these houses, this house is not done yet. We'll go and check out the other ones. Which ones have I done? I've been kind of all over the place. So you guys have seen this one. This is the decorated one here. I also did another one, I believe it's this one, where it's a little bit more straightforward. You could do this without mods, minus the wine on the wall here. Just a simple refrigerator and some food items or shelves. Again, these parts are mods, but you don't need a lot, guys. You can have an empty table like this with a bath, toilet, nice bathroom, and some beds. Whether you use mods or not, I chose to do the modded bunk beds just to add more people to the settlement, which the settlement recruitment beacon is going strong. Walking around, we see the settlement beacon is here. We got this house lit up. We've got our farm here. Walking all the way around, I decided to put 3 evergreens in this little section here, just, you know, make it look nice and green and pretty. We got some Brahmin that are dancing for us here. Put the Brahmin feed troughs around here. We've got the a very basic building for the Vault-Tec super reactor, along with just consoles. Nice, straightforward. Here I built a mini Fallon shop, and I decided to put our good friend, the Vault-Tec sales representative. He is a tier 4 trader, guys. He is the highest tier trader you can get. Put him at a general store. He will have tons of fun things to buy and sell. Can I buy from him, or is he just gonna
What
talk?
Have you got to trade today?
Alright, so yeah, he's got the Apocalypse Left Grieve, and he's got all kinds of stuff. Look at all this. He's got 1,000 innate caps. We can't invest in him, I don't think, but that's okay. He's still got a lot of caps. And then over here, we've got a lot of trees. I decided to put down, for the heck of it, over here some benches just hanging out here. We've got the Minutemen flag waving proudly right there. And then I got a little playground here. I got a little swing set and pre-war monkey bars, just in case there are ever child settlers that come here, that are born here. They have a little place to play. And wrapping up this section, I'm really loving the aesthetics of the green, by the way. I've got, looks like Piper's already here. I've got fishing stations. I got fishing stations. People can come and sit and fish, and they can wave at the Red Rocket, which is going to be the next, goodness gracious, there's a ragstag running across there. Yes, we can wave at them, and that will be probably the next settlement that I work on for the next video. I hope you guys like this part. Let me know what you think of that down in the comment section below. And as always, I will see you next time.